How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Learn to Defend Cyber. My name is Joseph. We're going to be working on Try Hack Me Advent of Cyber Day 20 today. I've got the machine spinning up in the background right now. Looks like we are doing some traffic analysis using Wireshark today, so that's going to be some good fun. As soon as this is working, which the machine already failed on me once. I don't know what it is with Try Hack Me's Windows machines, but they seem to work less often than not. There we go. Okay, so we got it spun up over here. Let's go ahead and pivot over. We would pivot over if I selected the window. There we go. All right. Just keeping an eye on things to make sure my upload quality is going well. Everything's stable, seemingly. Alright, looks good to me. So, PCAPs, Packet Captures, Traffic Analysis, Wireshark. Looks like we are diving in. Packet captures, if you don't know anything about networking, if this is like your first exposure to anything cyber, think about communicating with someone over text, right? You go, hey. They respond, hey. You ask them what's going on, right? Every time you send the communication out, it travels through the air to whatever base station or whatever for mobile. But let's simplify a little bit and say that, hey, this is all happening over Wi-Fi. It goes through the air, hits your router, travels across the wire, gets to their router, travels through the air and hits them. Now, if we were sitting somewhere, either on your Wi-Fi, their Wi-Fi, or even tapped into the wire, we could theoretically perform a packet capture and see what you sent, right? If it was unencrypted, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of factors that go into it. But that is to say, packet captures are used for capturing network traffic. Now, when you set up a device to promiscuous mode or monitoring mode to be able to collect packets, it's not going to just collect one packet unless you tune it to do so. It's going to collect every single communication over the network that it's connected to. Anything that it can hear, it's going to try and collect. Okay? Now, there are some next-gen firewalls and certain other stateful firewalls that are going to have the ability to capture packets, but really you're not going to be performing packet captures unless you either A, know an attacker is in your environment and you're trying to get some alternative TTPs, or B, are troubleshooting, and that's your more likely situation, is that you're trying to figure out where the break in communications is happening between two devices or two services or whatever it may be. So you just capture packets and follow the stream and figure out what's going on. Okay, so now that we've defined these things a little bit, Wireshark is a tool used for capturing packets and analyzing packet captures. So what we can do is, it seems like today, let's see, McSkitty sat at her desk staring at a PCAP file the glitch just sent over. It was from Marta Mayware's computer, the latest victim of Mare malware. She smiled, glancing at Byte. Looks like we'll have to use Wireshark again. And then she said she can do it on her own. So I guess we are going to be analyzing malicious traffic. That's always fun. So what we're going to do, theoretically, is we have the packet capture. This looks like it right here. That is our packet capture right here, C2 traffic analysis. So C2 stands for command and control. A C2 server is essentially any server or any server that an attacker uses to send and receive information to infected devices. For instance, let's say I had this device that I'm using, and then I had another device that I put my malware on, and the other device was beaconing back to this, waiting commands. This would be my C2 server. You'll see attackers use compromised servers as C2 servers sometimes. What they'll do is they'll like go pwn a different environment and then use it as the C2, so it kind of throws people off the tracks a bit. There's different ways to hide what you're doing, but think of it basically as just a way to control something remotely. Okay. With Wireshark, you'll dig through each byte, hoping to shed some much-needed light. Whenever a machine is compromised, so this is just explaining C2s and C2 heartbeats. So C2 heartbeats can be seen if it's set up. If it's set up in the common way, you can see a C2 heartbeat pretty easy. You'll see regular beaconing out to whatever address it has to reach out to for commands at regular intervals. So it's called a heartbeat because it's like ping, pong, ping, pong. And it'll happen consistently every 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, however long they have it set to. And they can make it to be irregular, so it's harder to find. So instead of happening at a regular interval, it might happen once every 5 seconds, twice, and then it'll set itself to wait 5 hours, and then it'll do it 3 times, and then it'll wait like 2 hours, just, you know, whatever, to make it random, harder to find, kind of throw off the tracks. Did I just say my instance was terminated? What was that about? It doesn't look like my instance is terminated. Alright. What's going on, FedEx? Haircut Fish and Rhonda, what's going on? And BSEC. Or if it's like FedEx, it snowballs every 100 times every second. Absolutely. That's FedEx's heartbeat. We can see him still being alive because he throws snowballs at BSEC. Alright. So, there are a few different Wireshark rooms. I know TryHackMe has. We're going to probably just kind of dig right into it. Right here you have your filter bar. This is where you can filter down, and looks like we have some interesting traffic right here. I don't know if this is actually, because they like to show you examples that aren't actually the challenge first. So let's go ahead and, oh nope, my instance surely did get disconnected. Nice. Alright, well, let's spin that back up. That only took 2 minutes before. Where is this? I don't know why they terminated my instance. It's fine. I'm not cool enough. Yes, BSEC, I'm excited to see you do it later, because like you were the networking guru. You could probably honestly mess with BSEC's lights in the background while he's on a phone call with his company. We might have to keep this in split view. I really hope that's not the case. This is the second time I've had an instance crash on me. Oh no, is my internet messing up? How are things on y'all's end? I just got an alert from OBS that I was dropping a crazy amount of frames. This is where you need to be in VPN and RDP into it. Nah. I'm good? Okay, cool. I don't know. I don't know how often or how normal it is to drop frames, but I swear to God, every time I hit go live, it's just like, oh, you had a good internet connection. What about now? And it just starts dumping it. But that's neither here nor there. All right, well, this slowly comes back up. Oh man, we can continue reading what's going on. Double click the file, it'll open the PCAP in Wireshark, and this is just a filter. IP source double equals, so that's an exact match to an address 10.10.229.217. You'll know it works if it turns green. If you're typing something in and it doesn't match anything, it'll turn that salmon pink color. FedEx had a squirrel chew through his fiber? What? That sucks. That sucks. Alright. Let's get about things. What do you mean error? Dude. Try hack me, come on. Come on. Go into full screen. Alright. Come on. You know what? We're working split screen. That's fine. Dude. That's nuts. Alright. Thankfully, you don't need Wireshark to be huge. It's just gonna take up the whole screen over there. No big deal. Alright. So, we'll go ahead and... Is that big enough on y'all's side? I guarantee you that's under the chat box, isn't it? It certainly is. Oh, come on. This sucks. The demo gods! Yeah, we'll terminate it. We'll boot it up again. I don't know what it is, so I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but every time TryHackMe does a Windows room, every time, without fail, it has errors. They can do the Linux machines just fine, but these VMs that get spun up with EC2, I don't know what happens with them. All right. Dude, I could not imagine a squirrel running. First off, so like my fibers run underground, so a squirrel chewing through my fiber would be, that'd be a hell of a feat on the squirrel's end. It also reminds me that you're in the Florida area because squirrels are still out. Okay. I don't know. Third time's the charm. I've had this machine crash on me twice. And then that time I just couldn't get in full screen for whatever reason. So hopefully this time it'll just work. Oh, maybe it won't. Let's go look at our questions. What was the first message the payload sent to Mayor Malware's C2? What is the IP address of the C2? What was the command? What is the file name? Exfiltrated. What secret message was sent back to the C2 in an encrypted format through beacons? Okay. So, I mean, pretty standard questions you'd want to answer when trying to investigate a C2 anyways. Like, you want to know when it first happened, what the IP address, or probably in real life addresses are, because it's going to more than likely... What? That was not a good noise. Dude. Okay. Can I get it in full screen this time? Please. Yes. Okay, we run with it. We don't need this view. We need this view. Do not fail on me. Awesome. We're gonna run with this. We're while it still works, before it explodes again. All right. So we already know the IP address, or we know a IP address at least. Doot doot. We can grab it. IP source. This is just a filter. Throw it in there. Boom. Okay, so we have some pretty normal looking traffic. Do we have anything interesting? If you scroll down a bit, you'll find some interesting packets. I mean, that's kind of interesting, 3389, but that's, you know, hey, whatever. That's normal, right? Do we have anything? That's, yep, there it is. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so we have a post, we have a get. We can probably click on these and get some more context. Go ahead and click post. What do we got? Dude. I don't know what's going on over here. Turn the network for the last 7 months, but the junior analyst turned the alert off because it was too noisy. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Okay. So we can actually look at what's going on in the packet. You can see I am in Mayor. Do we have anything else? I mean, other than the line-based text data. I mean, you can get some pretty interesting information here. So we can see, I mean, you can see it up here too, just in here, that our destination address is that 10.10.123.224, so we can probably assume that that's our C2 server. Matter of fact, I'm even going to just try it. What was it, 123.224? Nope. Oh, I'm typing that in the first message. Duh. Okay, and the first message, by the way, it does go top down, so this is the first message right here, and it says I'm in Mayor. I am in Mayor. Drop the suffering question. What did I just type? I don't know. You tell me, BSEC. You were there doing drugs. Alright. So let's keep going down. We'll follow the tutorial for sake of being with Advent of Cyber here. Initial command exfiltrate, that sure is to be something. If you click on the post initial packet, more details will be shown on the bottom panes. These panes will be more detailed information about the packet frame. It shows relevant details such as what frame it was, the destination IP, and more, such as that message we found. Okay, we can go ahead and actually follow this connection. So if you right click it, we should be able to, unless it's not in right click anymore, we should be able to, yeah, follow. Oh, it's down here. Follow HTTP stream, and we can see all traffic related to that right here. So we actually get a response from a random Python server that says perfect. So it's communicating back and forth. All right, go back. And if we wanted to, we could follow all traffic to that known malicious IP. $! You see how it's pink right now because it's not working? Well, as we type it in, it'll go green, and we can see everything that happens here. So we have a command here. We can see what the command is. Let's up connection keep alive. Just goes to our web server. Haircut fish is an artifact. Just follow the stream. I did just follow the stream. Thank you. Alright, it's useful when you need to view all requests and responses between the client and the server. Yep, we see the mayor responding. Other interesting HTTP packets were sent to the same destination. If you follow the stream for the GET command packet, you'll see a request to the same IP address. Interestingly, the reply that came back was a command commonly used in Windows and Linux. So I assume if we just follow the stream, we can see they ask, who am I? That's when you land on a box, most of the time, that is your first command. Just to figure out who you are you root, who am I, you know? Alright, that was the command sent. We got our next question answered. What was the file name of the critical file exfiltrated by the C2 server? Let's scroll up a bit. Alright. We saw a post for /exfiltrate. Alright. Saw that down here. Stream AES ECB is your chance to decrypt the encrypted beacon with the key. And we have a key here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, A, B, C, D, E, F. I mean, it's a pretty simple key. And we can follow that stream as well. And they're they're exfiltrating the file credentials.txt because, you know, you gotta store them credentials somehow. So what's safer than a .txt file? So we found out the name of the credentials.txt file. That seems like a pretty critical file to me. If you check the rest of the PCAP, you'll find more interesting packets were captured. Let's break these down and dive deeper into what was uncovered. What's in the beacon? So the beacon is going to be that heartbeat to make sure that if an attacker wants to come back, they can still come back. It just reaches out and says hello, and every so often you may get a response from the attacker. I kind of like to equate it to a game of tennis. You just see you see one side hit the ball over, and you'll just get like basically an okay from the attack machine just saying that the connection's still there. But you may not even see the response half the time. It's just it beaconing out, trying to see if it's got any new commands. Okay. Mayor Malware's agent inside the computer has sent a message that is sent inside of all the beacons. The content is highly confidential. The secret agent encrypts it with inside all beacons, leaving a clue for the C2 to decrypt it. We can identify the beacons by the multiple requests sent to the C2 from the target machine at regular intervals of time. They contain hints at how to encrypt how these encrypted beacons can be decrypted. Well, I saw an AES ECB key, so I'm gonna assume that it's probably going to be decrypted with that. Let's find that beacon, or attempt to find that beacon. And we can see here it's very clearly labeled beacon. And if we go, we can probably find that it does beacon out at regular intervals. So we can go up here and we can see what time it beaconed out. It beaconed out at about 3.75 seconds. Then our next beacon is at 8.8 seconds, so about 5 seconds later. Do we have a third beacon? We do. At 13 seconds, so it's beaking out about every 5 seconds. So let's follow the HTTP stream. It doesn't matter which one we use. If I just grab it, right click, go to follow, HTTP stream. The exfiltrated file has a clue. And then, so that exfiltrated file we saw earlier, and it did have that AES key. So what we could do is we could go to CyberChef, because CyberChef does have the capability to decrypt AES if you have the key. And I think it even can do brute forcing, but it's more than likely never going to crack it. Oh boy. It's all the same stream. It's encrypted though. No, they encrypted it when they encrypted when they exfilled it. It wasn't encrypted at rest. Encrypted at rest is for jokers. Come on. It's a noisy beacon. Yeah, 5 seconds. That would probably set off a couple flags. That's a couple red flags there. Every 5 seconds. Okay, so we have this encrypted string. We can copy this. And let me make sure I'm playing by the rules here. Yes, they want us to go to CyberChef, so we'll go ahead and go to CyberChef. You just click it. You throw in our encrypted thing here. You type in AES decrypt. I don't think we have to specify ECB until we're here. Mode down to ECB, and our key is what we copied from that stream. Should be. Did I miss a step? Oh, you know what? That's not the... I'm silly. Hold on. That's not the key. The key is in that other... Also, I don't know what you mean. BSEC. Like, I'm in the stream right now. You can see that it's only a few packets. Like, it's not... What's going on, Amish? Alright, let me go back. Oh, I know it's just that ABC, but I don't feel like typing that out, so I'm just gonna grab it. So, go to that exfil right here. Let's follow the stream. And grab our decryption key. Try to grab our decryption key. That's our key. And we got our flag, THM Secret 101. All right. Hit submit, and we should be good. And that's the day. It was a pretty short one. Packet capture investigations can be quick, but they can also be really long depending on just how much they're throwing around their traffic. BSEC. Do follow stream and look at the bottom right and change the HTTP stream so you don't have to keep going back out. I kind of want to learn that. Stream 3. Oh. Wait, what? Oh yeah, look at that. It's like he's some kind of networking person. Whoa. Yeah, I did not know that. I've always done it the hard way. Well, there you go. Now you neat little trick. You can follow the stream with this little up and down arrow down here. It literally says stream. Oh man. Shows you how much I use Wireshark. So there's 8 streams total. Interesting. Okay. I like that. That's a neat little trick. I'll have to keep that one in the back pocket. Do a 24-hour PCAP. Yeah, that's gonna be a massive file. That's a massive file. 24-hour PCAP. PCAPs can get big pretty quick. All right. Pivot on over. That's it for day 20. I will not be live tomorrow for the 21st, but I will be doing the 21st and 22nd on the same day, Sunday. So it'll probably be a longer stream because it'll be 2 days. But that's how you know if you truly have a random C2 on any system. I don't know, FedEx. What if I set my beacon to beacon out longer than 24 hours? There's a methodology to C2 beacons where you could have one beacon be like 5 minutes, and then maybe you have another beacon that beacons out every 7 days, and then maybe one that beacons out every 6 months. You know, layers. Beacon every month. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot harder to see. Now I know Haircut Fish, you're in chat. What's the tool that active countermeasures makes that goes through C2s? Is that Rita? Or yeah, I think it's Rita, right? It's very good at finding C2s. Is that Rita, or is it something Hunter? I don't remember the name of it. I'm blanking right now. I feel like let me see if I can figure it out. Active countermeasures. I didn't want that. Thanks. AC Hunter. Yeah, AC Hunter. That's it. Rita and AC Hunter. So those are the two tools I always hear for finding C2 beacons. I've seen them do a demo on it a couple times. It's good stuff. So if you think you have a C2 in your environment, maybe look at using those. Gives you a heat graph, correlate your network. Oh yeah, okay. So there you go. So yeah, I think that's where we're gonna go. We're going to go ahead and leave it there for today. BSEC will probably have a lot more information that I did not share because he's been using Wireshark since you had to etch it in stone. So catch him tonight, and then catch him tomorrow too, because I won't be around tomorrow, but I will be doing 20 and 21 on the same day, Sunday. So I will see y'all later. Thank you so much for joining, and hope to see you on Sunday. Have a good weekend, y'all.